Welcome back, Holistic Soul Sisters. It's me, Mandy Rose, your holistic health coach, spiritual mentor, and astrologer. In today's video, we're going to talk all about this full moon in Virgo. Now, this is a very interesting full moon because we are really moving into the next chapter. This is the closing of the astrological year. This is our final lunation, our final full moon of the astrological year, because the next new moon will be the new moon in Aries, kicking off a brand new astrological year. So this is about endings and releasings, even more so. So let's dive into all the details about this full moon in Virgo that you need to know. So starting with the basics, this full moon is happening on March 18th at 3:17 a.m. So you'll probably be asleep when this full moon is at its peak. However, you can celebrate a full moon 3 days up to until 3 days after the actual event. So you will start to feel this energy by the time you're watching this video. And this full moon is happening at 27 degrees of Virgo. So as you can see in the chart, that means that the moon is at 27 degrees of Virgo and the sun is directly opposite in the sky at 27 degrees of Pisces. Now remember, each zodiac sign only has 30 degrees. So as the sun continues moving through Pisces, when it gets to 29 degrees of Pisces, it will move over into the next zodiac sign, which is Aries. And as soon as the sun enters Aries at 1 degree, we kick off a brand new astrological year. So we are so close to the ending of this cycle. So to better understand what this full moon is about, first, we need to talk about the zodiac signs where this full moon is occurring, because the zodiac signs are the energy or the lens at which we are understanding this full moon. So first, let's start with the moon, because it is a full moon. So the moon is in Virgo. What does that mean? Well, a full moon in Virgo happens every single year, only once a year. And as this lunation occurs, it is illuminating, lighting up. The sun is hitting the moon and it's shining bright in the zodiac sign of Virgo. Virgo represents our health and our wellness. It represents our acts of service and giving to others. Virgo is an earth energy, so it's very much about getting things done and being practical, looking at the details. Virgos can be a little perfectionistic because they really want to make sure that everything is done right. So when they give their act of service, it is given in the best way possible. Now, I always say the archetype of Virgo is like the earth angel. They are on planet Earth. It's a very tangible, get things done in the today, in the now, but they have this ability to do things larger than life and to help people, give of themselves to others like an angel would. Now, the other thing to remember with Virgo is that it rules our routines and our daily habits. So it's a perfect full moon to look at your health and your wellness and what is your daily routine and how does that involve your self-care? How does that involve your nutrition, your physical body, the support that you give your earthly self? Because remember, Virgo is an earth energy. And with full moons being all about releasing and letting go, a full moon means that the moon is at its brightest peak in the sky. It cannot get any brighter. It can only shed light from here. What relating to your health and your wellness needs to go? What needs to be shed? What needs to be released? So as a health coach, I love a full moon in Virgo because the sun illuminates the moon, making us see clearly, right? In the middle of the night when there's a full moon, you can actually go outside and see the trees and see something in your path so you don't stumble over it. Full moons are an amazing opportunity for us to open our eyes and to see what's actually going on here. So is there maybe a behavior or pattern that needs to go away to improve your health or to improve your lifestyle, your daily routine? So doing a cleanse of some sort would be great. Or maybe saying, you know what, I'm going to stop scrolling this behavior, this pattern, this part of my daily routine that doesn't serve anymore. So I'm going to stop scrolling in the mornings and instead I'm going to go do some stretching and some yoga. It's a really good time to assess our overall health and wellness. So that's the moon's message to us at the time of this full moon. Now again, looking at this chart, we can see the sun directly opposite the moon, and he has a lot of friends hanging out with him in the zodiac sign of Pisces. When we have more than 3 planets or celestial bodies in a zodiac sign, we call that a stellium. And so we can see from our chart that we have a pileup of planets in Pisces right now And so these are big energies. You get a lot of friends, a lot of life coaches, a lot of planets or celestial bodies together in one area of the sky, and they're really vibing together. They're really helping each other, right? They're at this party having the best time. And if you've been following along with my astrological forecast videos, the What's in the Stars Saturdays over on the Holistic Soul Sister Instagram page, you know that we've been talking about Pisces a lot for this year because both planets that co-rule Pisces together are both at home in their sign of Pisces. So each planet rules a specific zodiac sign, and Jupiter and Neptune both rule Pisces. And in 2022, and specifically at the time of this full moon, they are in Pisces. So they are at home and they're living their best life and they're in their full power. So what is Pisces energy, right? So we have all this power going on in Pisces at the time of this full moon. What does that mean? What is the energy we should be feeling? Well, Pisces is the zodiac sign also of health and healing, but more on a spiritual and soul level. The axis of Virgo and Pisces, Virgo is the earth, the physical body, our healing in a tangible, do things practical, making lists and taking action kind of way. But Pisces is also about our health and our wellness, but in a spiritual way, in an emotional way, because Pisces is a water element. So it's all about releasing our emotions and dealing with our spiritual self and our intuition and our psychic abilities and our connection to source, whatever source is for you. So it's a healing and cleansing and purging energy of the metaphysical, the energy of who we are as a person. Now, Pisces is the last zodiac sign of the astrological chart. So with it, the Pisces energy brings with it a lot of releasing, a lot of letting go, a lot of acknowledgement that we're about to close a bunch of doors and step into a new chapter. And I think we can all align with that right now. We're all kind of feeling this energy of like, I gotta release, I gotta let go, I've gotta shed, because what I'm doing right now just isn't working anymore. And I'm ready to step into that new chapter of my life. So we feel the energy, we feel the excitement as the sun is about to enter into Aries, starting a new chapter. But first we must get through this Pisces energy of healing and purging and clearing. Now, to understand this pileup, this stellium of energy in Pisces, let's talk about Jupiter and Neptune for a second. They are the co-rulers of Pisces, and they're both at home here. And we can see here that he is at 18 degrees of Pisces. And Neptune, his co-ruler, Neptune is all about dreaming and fantasy and illusion and just really honestly living in that dream space of la la land. Like, dream big, it doesn't matter. If you can dream it, you can do it, that kind of energy. And Neptune is at 23 degrees of Pisces. So we have the sun at 27, Neptune at 23, Jupiter at 18, and then we also have the planet Mercury. Mercury just entered Pisces, so he's only at 13 degrees. Now, Mercury is our mind. He rules the way that we think, the way that we process data. It's the energy of like how we think, speak, and communicate. So when Mercury enters Pisces, he is not thinking logically. He is thinking in a Pisces way, that dreamy, philosophical, head in the clouds, that la la land. And you can probably feel that in your energy right now, and especially at the time of this full moon when all of this energy is very potent. So in your mind, you might just be dreaming of what you want for your life. You might be just kind of seeing the goal, seeing the vision, not quite knowing how to step into the vision, but just knowing that you want that for your life. So it's okay at this time to be dreaming big. But see, sometimes you might have this dream or this vision and it doesn't work out. And the reason it doesn't work out is because you didn't get to work on the to-do list. You didn't look at the details. You didn't find and research all the things that you needed to do to make that really big Jupiter vision of Neptune dreaming in la la land into its practical reality. So that is where this full moon blessing comes in, because Virgo is the sign of taking action. It is the sign of writing a to-do list. If you know a Virgo, they love a detailed plan. They love having a to-do list and checking things off. They are the most perfectionist sign in the zodiac. So this energy where the moon is going to give us the tools and the resources and the tangible things that we need to do to accomplish this amazing Pisces dream of what we want for the next chapter of our life. So allow your mind, Mercury, as it's dancing through Pisces until the 27th of March, to imagine things, have positivity, have optimism, seeing the big vision of what you want your life to be, and taking the Virgo practical steps to release things from your life, in your health and your wellness and your daily routine space, to release and let it go so that you can move into the next chapter. So again, getting your physical body right, cleansing, purging, getting rid of bad habits. If you haven't been going to the gym, if you've been staying up too late, like take an assessment and an inventory. If you have your 2022 Retrograde Astrology Journal, make sure you fill out the journal prompts for this full moon in Virgo. We talk all about your bad health habits. What is holding you back from living your best life? How are you sabotaging yourself because you're not getting in a healthy routine that's going to support this vessel that you need to get to your highest spiritual self, Pisces? I already mentioned we talked about this heavy planetary energy in Pisces, but we also have a lot of planetary energy in Aquarius, right next to Pisces. And remember, anytime that we have 3 planets in a zodiac sign, it creates a stellium, which is powerful energy. So we have to, at this time, pay attention to the 3 planets that have teamed up in the zodiac sign of Aquarius to understand their role. How are they helping us at the time of this full moon? And those planets are Venus and Mars, our lovers of the zodiac. Now, they usually in the sky come together every so often, say hi, and then move on and accomplish their own respective goals. But this year in 2022, we've been talking also a lot about our lovers in the What's in the Stars Saturday episodes because this is important for 2022. They have come conjunct and have decided to team up and work together for 6 weeks. This is very rare in the astrology. So you have Venus, the divine feminine, and Mars, the divine masculine, working together to bring us harmony and to help us as we go through this astrological year, as we go through each new moon and full moon, and help balance us and teach us things along the way. So again, this full moon, Virgo, our health, our wellness, our daily routines, Sun in Pisces, helping us dream, helping us close out a chapter so we can move into the next big vision of our life. And then Mars and Venus teaming up, helping us balance our divine feminine, going with the flow, being intuitive, being creative, resting, nourishment, pleasure, beauty, all the things that we need to fill our hearts and to fill our cup with self-love. So we have the energy to keep pouring into the world. So we keep having the energy to fulfill our dreams, right? The Venus nourishment and receiving. But we need Mars, the masculine, the doing, the action, the creating, the taking the risk, putting ourselves out there at this time. So they are teaming up in the sky, and especially at the time of this full moon where they are still together, which they're only going to be together for another couple weeks, so we're really embracing this at this time. They are helping us find that balance and take action in a way that lights us up and fills us up with pleasure, Venus. Now, the other planet we have over here is Saturn. Saturn is Lord Karma, and you can see that Mars and Venus are very close to Saturn, but they have not yet touched Saturn. There will be a point in the upcoming astrology where Venus, the divine feminine, will have to have a tough conversation. Saturn, tough love. He is the parental. He's that tough love dad, teaching us lessons, wanting us to mature, like doing things in a disciplined, structured way. Venus is going to have to confront him, and he's going to tell her, hey girl, we got to do some work on this divine feminine. We got to make sure that you're creating a foundation for your nourishment, for your self-care, for your pleasure, so that it sticks once your Pisces big dream comes true and your Virgo health and wellness habits have a solid foundation, Saturn foundations. And then it's going to be Mars's turn. Mars is going to have to go next. And Mars is taking action and being aggressive and doing the things we need to do. But Mars and Saturn don't really get along because Mars wants to do things his way, kind of in a childish, like, I want it now way. And Saturn's like, yeah, you're gonna get it, but you're gonna have to do it the slow and steady way. So they're gonna have a little clash in the sky. But as they are all in this Aquarius energy at the time of this full moon, Saturn is making sure that whatever Mars and Venus is bringing into balance in our life, in our health and wellness, and with our dreams to accomplish our dreams, that it's going to be done in a structured way, that it's going to create a foundation, that it's going to help us mature, that it's going to help us grow. And Saturn will throw us obstacles. That's his job. He will throw us obstacles to overcome so that we can always get on the right path, so that we know how strong we are and we know also what we're capable of overcoming. So that's kind of the energy happening over here in Aquarius. Now, I'm just going to take it one level deeper, and that'll be it for this full moon, because I know this is a lot of content, but it's very important to bring this up because at this time, exactly at this full moon, Mars and Venus are in a square with Uranus. And remember, squares are tough energy. It is one energy coming this way and another energy coming this way. And when you have that 90-degree angle where we are in the middle of this circle on planet Earth, we are getting two forces that are pressuring us, right? Squares, pressure, creating change. There is this breaking point, the angle, it's the breaking point where we have to make a decision. We have to make change. And they are in a fight with the planet Uranus. And Uranus is potent energy. Uranus demands change, forward momentum. He is innovative. He's thinking of the future, and his motto is choose change before change chooses you. Because if you don't make the change, Uranus will blow it up and make the change for you. So Venus, feminine, Venus, relationships, Venus, our values and priorities, our money, what we consider pleasurable or beautiful. In a fight with Uranus, Uranus is going to blow some of that up. So at this time, you might notice that your relationships might come up with a surprise. There might be something new that comes up in personal relationships, something that comes up that is liberating, because Uranus wants to liberate and break free. So there might be a change that comes up at this full moon in regards to your relationship with others or yourself. And Mars also getting in a fight with Uranus. They're like teaming up and fighting against the big gun, Uranus. Mars is action. Mars is getting things done. And Uranus is going to blow things up. So you might notice that maybe you are breaking away, taking the shackles off, because Uranus wants to liberate. He wants freedom. He wants to do things in a new way. And Mars is taking action. So it's this doing things in a new way and liberating yourself, taking an adventure, taking a risk, doing something outside of the box that you wouldn't normally do. So we're going to have this energy, and I think that's beautiful. Because when we're talking again about Virgo, where the full moon is, our health and our wellness and our daily routines, this might be the push that we need to get out of our comfort zone and do something for our health that is normally uncomfortable, like a cleanse, or like going to the gym, or quitting eating sugar, or breaking the coffee habit. Like, you might get this push from Uranus that's like, hey, at this time, if you don't do it now, something bad's gonna happen, right? Uranus will choose change, or change chooses you. So you choose to break your coffee addiction, or Uranus, choosing change for you brings up a health condition. Like, that is something that could happen if you don't take the initiation now. Remember, Saturn is really close to Mars and Venus, and Saturn gives us obstacles. He is Lord Karma. So if we don't release and purge and cleanse with the full moon, let go of some of these bad behaviors or bad routines or bad habits that we've had in our health and wellness space, we're not going to get to the big dreams and the goals that we have for ourselves, Pisces, but we may also get a Uranus shakeup, jolting change, because Saturn, karma, comes and kicks us back in the butt. Because again, we're not balancing and nourishing ourselves, that divine feminine, and taking care of ourselves and making sure we have pleasure and joy. I hope this all makes sense. I know it's a lot every time I do these videos. Just remember, each planet is a life coach to us. They are all supporting us. They are all bringing their lesson and their message. They are in a specific spot in the sky at every new and full moon for a reason, giving us a memo, giving us a message, and I am just the messenger, translating what they're trying to tell us energetically so that we know why we're feeling what we're feeling at the time of this full moon, and also what we should be doing at the time of this full moon to move ourselves forward into the next chapter as we move into Aries season and begin a brand new astrological year. So this is the last full moon of the astrological year. It is a full moon of releasing, of letting go. So much Pisces energy, again, that's helping us clear and release and set us up for the next chapter. So it is a very beautiful full moon. Now, one last thing I want to touch on, a fun fact about this full moon, is it really symbolizes in numerology the number 9. I say that because number 9 comes up multiple times in this full moon chart. So first of all, the full moon is happening at 27 degrees. 2 plus 7 equals 9. It is happening in March of 2022, so that's 2226 plus the month of March, which is a 3, which also equals 9. And it happens on the 18th of March, which is 1 plus 8 equaling 9. So we have 9 coming up multiple times. And remember, every time I say this in astrology, when there is something that happens in astrology 3 times, 3 is the holy number, it means it is a sign from the universe to pay attention. All religions celebrate things in 3, sacred number 3, the Trinity. So we see 9 showing up 3 times in this chart, so we need to understand what 9 means. And 9 is the last number, right? 1 through 9. 9 is about releasing, of letting go. It's the final chapter. So that just reiterates Pisces being the last sign of the astrological year in a full moon, which is all about releasing and letting go, that this is really the final message that we have to remember, that we are about to step into the new chapter of our lives, what we've been waiting for, what we've wanted to change. And now is the time to set ourselves up, our physical body, and dream big, because it's going to happen. I'm telling you guys, when those eclipses happen at the end of April, a lot of things are going to be changing. Things are going to fall into place. Things are going to fall out of place. Like, our life is going to start clicking into the place that we want it to be. So now is the time to hurry up and get your foundation set, get your health foundation set, get your financial foundation set, get your plans and your routines, everything solid, so that when the dream enters, your goals, your vision for your life for the next 20 years, you can start off on a really strong foot. All right, guys, that is all I have for this full moon in Virgo. Please comment below. Let me know if you're resonating with this energy. If you have any Virgo placements in your chart. I'm a Virgo sun, so this is a very potent full moon for me. I'm dealing with all of this energy, so let me know where your placements are if you have any in Virgo. And also, I want to remind you, if you're watching this video before Sunday, March 20th, we are having our astrological New Year's party. So all my holistic soul sisters, you are welcome to join us. It is free. It is happening over in our private Facebook community. If you're not in it, join at the link in the description box below. Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You just hop into the event. We'll be all live, hanging out in a chat room. I'm going to be doing some games and prizes. I'll be giving away things like the 2022 Retrograde Astrology Journal, some other spiritual gifts, some tarot card pulls, some holistic health supplements, and things to overall just help you heal holistically or grow spiritually. So I'm excited to share those and give those away. We're going to talk more about the astrology of the upcoming astrological year. That means from Aries season to next year in Pisces season. And we're going to do some energy clearing to reset us and get us ready for the next upcoming year. Make sure you follow me over at the holistic.soul.sisters Instagram page so you can stay updated every Saturday with our What's in the Stars Saturday episodes, and you know what's going on a week-by-week basis. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit like and subscribe, screenshot this episode, share it over on your Instagram or as a Facebook post. I would love to have more people know what's going on at the time of the new and the full moon so they can incorporate it into their life. And I thank you guys so much for supporting me and sharing my message. Happy full moon in Virgo.